ELYSIUM.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 9 of Steele forces you to watch him play Hades. When we left off last episode...
did make this place look good.
Dang right he did, it's gorgeous. Let's get us some chthonic keys, let's dive right on in. When we left off last episode, we had recovered from an unfortunate situation wherein what would have been episode 8 was recorded without any of my voice, which, you know, Hades is a great game and all, but I like to think my voice adds a little something to the video magic. I am the one forcing you to watch this after all. Don't like these guys. We left off episode 8 having conquered Tartarus, having handily defeated, or not Tartarus, pardon me, that was in the lost episode, having conquered Asphodel, defeated that pesky bone hydra with the help of our good friend and favorite uncle, Poseidon, Greek god of the seas. Speaking of, let's see if he can't help us out with this guy. Beauty. Gotta say, big fan of the calls, being able to channel that power. Now, I still don't know, beautiful, if the bow is my my favorite weapon by any stretch, but I gotta say I'm pretty happy with our current setup. This ability that is giving us Doom on it from our boy Ares is just fantastic. Every shot sinks down and deals, looks like, 75 damage, which is a substantial boost. And let's just blow you up. Fantastic. Love to see it. And then, oops, I did not mean to do that right there, but it doesn't matter, the room's over anyway.
What did I tell you?
Thanks for the key. I don't remember. Did you tell me? Now, this is maybe cheating a little bit, but one of my roommates did tell me that if I can get my hands on a Palm of Power and upgrade that ability from Ares with the Doom that I already really like, it is another not insignificant boost to damage, which I will happily take. Let's go. These chariots have not really hurt me too much in the past, but they seem like the kind of thing that could really do a number on me if I let my guard down. That said, right now they seem pretty useless. Ooh, look at me. That's what happens when I speak. Alright, who's next? So for those of you that did not catch last episode, we got to play around with a feature that I unlocked in the lost episode, which is the call, which is kind of that charge which I've used a couple times in this episode. Not that, not the dash, but down in the bottom left here I've got what's called the God Gauge, and anytime one of these bars fills up, I can kind of channel it to get a very nice ability. And if I let all 4 charge up, then I get a much more powerful version of that ability. And let's use the basic one right here to bust that sucker to sawdust.
The power of the gods.
That is good. Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. Let's
Powered up.
Let's make sure that our primary attack stays feasible. And I'm happy with the time we're making. Got a little bit of coin. Let's go Centaur Heart. I feel like either of these would be a good decision, so I'll be happy with it however it goes. Ooh, oh that's right, that's what my cast is. I've got a little bit of Zeus power too. Really do not like Elysium's enemies. Not that they are like badly made, but just they are pesky as can be. Charge in there. Oh man, love it. You absolutely love to see it. My dear viewers, I have had something of a rough day today, and it is nobody's fault but my own. I mentioned recently that the newest book from my favorite author, oh man, he respawned fast and he did it with the shield. I hate that. I really need to make sure these guys go down when I kill them. That's right. And stay dead. Rhythm of War. The newest installation in the Stormlight Archive series by Brandon Sanderson. Wow, those guys do not play around. My health is not where I want it to be, and due to my extremely poor play at the beginning of episode 8, I do not have any Death's Defiance or anything to keep me alive should I run out of health. And stay dead. And of course the room's not done. The newest Brandon Sanderson novel came out this week. It is very good. I love it. I love him. Great series. I stayed up to just an obscenely late hour last night, and I should not have, because I think it is certainly responsible for the nasty headache that I had for a couple hours this morning. But a little bit of rest, just kind of kicking back, was able to take care of that for me, which is wonderful. Ooh, greater call.
Here comes a real water power.
So this is what happens if I charge up all 4 of those bars, but I have to still use it well, and I am not doing so. Oh, a little bit of a waste, but it's still working out.
That one fully rearmed.
That one fully rearmed indeed, which is unfortunate, but that was still very helpful. And I do have a boon from Hermes that we picked up just before fighting the Hydra last time that is letting that God gauge charge up just a little bit faster. And I think it is going to be a big help if we are going to make it to my new foe, Theseus, and pay him back for the defeat that he dealt me not long ago. Come on, stay dead. That's what I like to see.
That's life.
Whew, it is life. Centaur Heart is looking like the right decision now. Although, counterpoint, if I'd gone for the money route, maybe I wouldn't have taken that much damage. Who can say? The Fates alone. What have we here? Daedalus and Poseidon again. I don't think I can ever pass up Daedalus, because every time I've encountered him, I've been very happy with what he has had on offer. Now these guys explode. That's like their shtick. They run up at me, and they blow themselves up. And it's kind of rude, but honestly not the biggest threat, but still don't want to underestimate them. It is nice that I have the bow for taking things out at a range, although that's not...
Portal thing there on the ground.
Excuse me? Oh no, I hate the sound of that. What is that portal thing on the ground? I don't even see it. Zagreus, talk to me. Where is this portal thing on the ground? That? Locked, I imagine, when I clear this room. Have to explore that a smidge. This game is doing a fantastic job of everything, but especially of just weaving in a little bit more to the game every run. And it's just way more complex than I appreciated at first. And I knew it'd be great because I've played several games by this developer before. That's not true, actually. I've only played one game by this developer, and I should play more. And maybe I will on the channel, because I know friends and family of mine have loved this developer's other games as well. But anyway, all of my experience with them in the past has been nothing short of wonderful. Thank you. Daedalus, what you got for me? Twin shot? Special pierces and damages armor more. Okay. One of the prophecies on the fated list indicated I would choose one of these. Don't really know what that means. Chain shot seems like the most appealing right now, because I assume as that chains around, it will stack doom on a bunch of different enemies as well. Before I take it, pardon me, will I pull back, take a drink of water real quick? Thank you for indulging me. Let's snag that chain shot and keep moving. I feel like we're making good time. Dang straight. If I'm gonna wipe that smug grin off of Theseus' face. Those are the traps. Some darkness, why not?
Open up.
Got a good amount of money.
Security.
Security. Ooh. Hate the... Ooh. Not good. Hate these shield guys, really do. I think, our best bet for dealing with them will be the call. And maybe... Gotta be careful. I gotta move quickly with this, but that is not looking super duper feasible right now. What? Okay. That's nonsense, as far as I'm concerned. That shouldn't have hit me. But I can't complain about that.
That's
And you know
quite
what?
enough.
I don't think it's nearly enough. Now, I should have gotten some darkness for that. 19. A little is better than nothing. Now, what on earth are you? Well, I'm gonna go ahead, and this is a hot take. You might disagree with me. I'm going to not bring myself down to 1 heart, but hopefully next time we run into one of those, we'll be in a better position to explore it. As I was saying, these guys, they string you along nicely. Keep dropping in new features one by one. Charon mate, how's it going? Don't mind if I do heal. Ooh, so we're not quite to the boss yet. Another Daedalus. I don't think I've ever encountered 2 Daedalus hammers in one run. I don't have a lot of experience with Aphrodite boons. I feel like they've not super excited me in the past. So I'm gonna go with the palm again. And I think we're gonna want to stack more on that Curse of Agony. Because that is something that will apply to every enemy I shoot, every time I shoot them. Which, I cannot possibly imagine is a bad thing. Because my individual arrows are not astonishing me, but that doom damage afterwards is keeping me alive. Keep the carriages coming. I know I said at the beginning that I was kind of intimidated by them, but now that I'm remembering that the alternative is these shield guys and whatnot, and these obnoxious blue totem things. Ooh, but I've got my call. Ooh, I was not able to do much with it, unfortunately. But at least I can put that sucker down. And you know what? Look on the bright side. Another bright side with these chariots is they are practiced for dealing with the Minotaur's charge. Thank you. That room, as far as I'm concerned, was handled perfectly. Ooh. So power shot is kind of when I'm holding down, and this is actually kind of a no-brainer, I think. So power shot is when I hold down the mouse and then release when I see a flash and it does more damage. But since our main source of damage is the doom that we're stacking on each shot anyway, I think the more shots we can get out at once, the better. So flurry shot.
That'll do.
Let's take a look. Oh, love it. Love to see it. Darkness and gems. I think we want gems. Want to keep getting some new rooms. Loving that our health is in even a half-decent position. And dare I say more than half-decent. Fully decent. Should not have taken damage there. That was stupid. Still getting used to my new rapid shot. That's not where I wanted that to go. It does look like... Oh, and the chain shot is just spectacular. Very pleased. I will say it looks like my range may have been slightly hampered by that newest Daedalus. I wanted to set off that bomb. No such luck. Let's get that cast out. And let's get that call out. Ooh, it does not last particularly long. Look at that. Look at that. Look how I drive my enemies before me. Look upon me and weep, ye denizens of Elysium. I am your master now. Let us go. I know it's rearming. Wow, they just keep coming. There's a lot of them in here. That one's gonna come back. No way I can kill it in time, but these guys, look at that chain shot. Stun locking them. You absolutely love to see it. Thank you for standing conveniently in the blast radius of that bomb and then setting it off yourself. It's always nice when the enemies cooperate. Now I feel like we gotta be getting close. Let's go more gems and let's keep our fingers crossed that we can at least get back to Theseus and the Minotaur, because more bright swords indeed, a lot of them actually. But yeah, every opportunity that we have. Ooh, that is traps. Thems do be traps. Look at that. Oh, the chain stun lock is just the most beautiful sight. What can I say? Boom, boom, boom. Get those arrows chaining. I'm very pleased with this run, and I hope we are talented enough to sustain it. I feel like this one could go the distance. Speaking of... Oh my gosh, that does damage. Speaking of Greek myth, that's a song from Hercules, right? Disney's Hercules. A flawed but decent movie. I remember watching it as a youth, as specifically a youth who did have a passion for Greek myth. The inaccuracies in Hercules' story really always used to mess with me. Really was not a fan of that, but it is a good movie. You won't hear me backtalk, or what's the word? Bad talk.
Time to make a splash.
That was overkill, but he deserved it. You won't hear me bad talk Hercules too much. I appreciate its qualities. Excuse me? Y'all heard that, yeah? I'm not a crazy person? Ooh, Charon shop. Trouble ahead. Charon mate, my dear, dear friend. Dionysus, I've not seen you in some time. And what are you? I only have enough. There's like a ring around it. That's special, right? That's not normal, right? I'm very tempted. But I can't. I can't possibly forego the health. So we're gonna get the health, and we're gonna see what this slice of pomegranate is. And a slice of pomegranate feels weird to me, because I would damage a bunch of the seeds.
Give me a better boon.
Ooh. Yo. Did that just upgrade Curse of Agony again? The gods are on our side. Theseus is going down, as far as I'm concerned. Ladies and gentlemen, keep your fingers crossed. It's time for a rematch, sooner than we thought.
Asterius, Theseus.
So, the fiend returns to challenge us
You?
again, Asterius, despite having experienced such a thorough thrashing by us last time.
I'm gonna knock some teeth out of that pretty little mouth of yours, Theseus.
You know full well that wasn't a fair fight.
Absolutely.
Yourself and we'll see how you fare.
Silence, you monster. I'll hear no more such wicked lies,
Oh
half-truths,
my
or quarter
gosh.
truths. You, however, soon shall hear my blessed spear.
Yeah. Asterius, you're cool in my book. I got nothing wrong with the Minotaur, which is why it does pain me to say that absolutely the #1 lesson learned from the last time I fought these guys was that the Minotaur needs to go first. He's a much more vulnerable target
Hold, you monster.
than Theseus. You can sit and wait for me to be ready to die when I'm dang well ready. Definitely want to charge up the full Poseidon. So I want to target the Minotaur first. They adore me. Ooh! Oh, look at that. I told you I'd learned. Pump him full of lead. Not lead. I assume my arrows are not made of lead. The Minotaur needs to go first. One, because without that shield, he is the target that is easier to land hits on. Good, okay, I was hoping that would block it. I would have been sad if it didn't. Easier to land hits on, and if I can completely knock him out of the fight first, it should make it a lot easier to deal with the pretty boy. Thank you, Uncle Poe, my main man. Look at the Minotaur's health drop.
Defeat as yet.
Ooh, invulnerability. Hate that. Ooh, this is where things get tricky. I knocked him into phase 2. Poseidon's call, ladies and gentlemen. That's gonna be our key.
Be gone, I say.
I won't. Look, I'm here to have a good time. I don't have a lot of respect for tryhards, Theseus, let me tell you.
Such a spectacle, is it not?
It's something. I feel like Asterius and I... Ooh, through there, nice. We're after the same breed, you know? We're here to have a good time, and we have daddy issues. Here's your little crash course in Greek myth for the day. If I'm remembering correctly, I think I am. If I'm not, ooh, If you know that I am botching the story I'm about to tell, please correct me. Through there. Fantastic. Pepper and pepper and pepper and pull out. The Minotaur, as found in the center of the labyrinth that I believe Theseus explored, Greater Call, was the son of the king of Minos, who he then locked away down there because he was a monstrosity. And ooh, fantastic.
Asterius!
It's nothing personal. King. I guess he is the king because there's, ooh, sad warning for the ending of the story of Theseus and the Minotaur. This fight is far from won, by the way, because we've still got his whole Dionysus nightmare to deal with, even without the Minotaur chasing us. At the end of the story of the Minotaur, the hero of that story, who I assume is Theseus.
You have a lot of nerve, Hellspawn, but
I do.
little else.
You try evading this!
I did it. I've done it many times. I'll do it again. So, our hero, presumably Theseus, makes his way to the center of the labyrinth, vanquishes the Minotaur in hand-to-hand combat, manages to escape the labyrinth with the help previously granted to him by Minos' daughter Ariadne, is kind of an ungrateful little jerk and I think does not take Ariadne with him when he leaves, even though he promised to. And then as he sails home in triumph, he forgets to give his dad, the king, the signal that he is still alive. And so his dad, seeing the ship's return without the signal of his son's safety, throws himself into the ocean in despair.
And no grace or courage.
Yeah, because you are just the epitome of grace right now, Theseus. Keep your mouth shut. And maybe get rid of the spear also, because that would be polite.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, really?
That was for Asterius.
I didn't see it coming. I didn't think he'd get me, but you know what? That's some progress. The Minotaur went down, and we took out a good chunk of Theseus.
I swear, that Theseus.
We're on the same page, Zagman. He's going down. You and me, buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your support. Please leave a comment. Please leave a like. It brings a few degrees of warmth to my cold, dead little heart every time I see feedback from you guys. I hope you're enjoying the series. Until next time, please take care. Goodbye.